Welcome back, everybody, to the College Football 25 Teambuilder Dynasty with the Houma University Bobcats. We enter having lost 7 straight games, the last 5 in which we have barely scored 20 points or more. In those games, the defense has collapsed, but on paper, at least, this might be our easiest chance to win a game since those first 2 weeks, as we are facing another 2-7 opponent, the Georgia State Panthers. 1-4 in conference play, only a handful of impact players, including their quarterback, Zach Gibson. If we're going to win a game here, it's got to be against a team that has stooped to our level somehow this year, despite us being 7 overall points lower than them. Here we go on the road in Georgia. The Panthers will start with the football. The return is brought out from the 1 up to their 16-yard line. Out comes their quarterback, Zach Gibson, who has thrown 15 touchdowns to only 6 INTs through the first 9 weeks of the season. They start through the air. This is Charlton with the screen and the first down. On the 33, it's a handoff. This is Freddie Brock on the ground. He picks up 4. And comes his backup. This is CJ Beasley. It's bounced outside, but he's wrapped up quickly for a 1-yard gain. It's 3rd and 5. Gibson back to throw. Pressure's picked up, and it's floated over the middle and caught. Creedle picks up a nice gain up to the Houma 40. In motion. He'll fake it twice. Back over the middle again. It's Creedle. Another missed tackle by this Bobcat defense. And the Panthers set up shop inside the 15. Beasley sheds a tackle and fights his way up to the 6. It's 3rd down. Gibson back to throw. It is broken up inside the 1 by Chase Freeman. The defense holds for a field goal attempt. The chip shot is up and good. The Panthers open the scoring here with that kick. Out comes the Houma offense. They have been terrible virtually all season long. Can we get anything going here on the first drive? It's Strickland on the ground on the first play from scrimmage, a 7-yard gain. We'll keep it on the ground. He cuts upfield and finds some room up to the 44. A 12-yard pickup that time. A play later. At 2nd and 11, pass is incomplete for McClawler. He's only a 62 overall. It's 3rd and long. Olsen's got time to throw, and it's through the hands of a defender and his targets. And incomplete. 4:43 to go and counting here in the first quarter. Gibson over the middle. It's picked off by Bubba Van Claiborne, who we saw last episode tore his tricep. But I guess he's not actually out for the season. He's back just 1 week later, and he's fine. And he gets the pick here on the second play of the Panthers' possession. And the offense takes over inside the 20-yard line. Setting up a screen. It's Strickland wrapped up after a short 3-yard gain. On the ground, Strickland jets ahead. He's got a hole and a first down. About 9 yards per carry so far in his first 3 attempts. 2nd and goal, looking for the receiver, Scooter Page, up to the 1-yard line. It's 3rd and goal. Handoff, Strickland finds Paydirt, and Houma has an early lead here in this one. The defense got the pick. The offense did not let it go to waste, and Houma leads 7-3. 3rd and 4 for Georgia State. They hand it off. Beasley gets half the yardage required to end the first quarter. And on 4th and 2, they take a 58-yard field goal, and it's off the crossbar and through the uprights. We have seen some very long kicks in this series so far. They've all come against us, not for us. Start of the second quarter. Through the air, Olsen's pass caught. It's Demetrius Williamson for a 9-yard pickup. Pre-snap motion. The handoff to Strickland, but poor blocking by the offensive line brings up 3rd and 2, and once again he never had a chance. He's dropped for a 2-yard loss, and Houma has to punt after a 9-yard throw on their first play of the drive. Gibson, all day to throw. He's got a man wide open and inside the Houma 35. 10 to go on second down. Houma brings pressure, but it's picked up well, and Creedle breaks a tackle from Collins and gets up to the 5-yard line. It is 1st and goal for the Panthers. We've seen broken tackles aplenty these last couple of weeks, and it's not stopping here in this one. Freddie Brock stays in. 2nd and goal handoff, and he dives in the end zone, and the Panthers take the lead right back. Late second quarter, under 4 to go until halftime. 1st and 10 from the 7. Olsen's pass caught at the 23 and out of bounds goes Scooter Page. A 7 for 10 start through the air for our senior quarterback. On 1st down, the other way, it is bobbled and nearly intercepted. Foreman could not hang on. That brings up 2nd down. Empty look for Olsen. The pass is batted away, intended for McLawler. Got to get 10 on 3rd down. The pass is caught underneath, but no chance for Page to find the 1st down marker. And the Bobcats go 3 and out. 1st and 10 handoff. It's Freddie Brock fighting for yardage. He gains a 1st down. We have seen poor run defense by this defense the last couple of games, especially. The deep shot is batted away by Jaden Bowie. Gibson will try it again. This time it's batted down by Noah Collins. That brings up 3rd and long. Clean pocket. Pass caught wide open. That is Kikwata with the 1st down reception. Inside the 40, it's a screen, but it's going to go backwards, a loss of 4. Bubba Van Claiborne, another big play here in the first half. It's 3rd and 14, and they go right back to the outside. It's Kikwata again for the 1st down inside the Houma 20-yard line. They go 5 wide on 1st down. Gibson looking for the end zone. It's broken up by Collins, his 3rd deflection of this first half. Next play, it's dumped off over the middle. Kikwata picks up 8 to bring up 3rd and 2. Brock the back. They'll throw it instead. It's dropped at the 1 by Creedle. And it's 4th and 2. The field goal will put them up by 9 points. 40 seconds left to go. Houma starts empty on 1st and 10. From their 25, Olsen's pass is intercepted on the first play of the drive, and it's going to be a house call. Macca Jordan with the pick 6, and Olsen gives Georgia State a massive halftime lead of 16 points. Just a horrible idea. He never saw the defender. And just like that, we are down by way more than we should be. It is 23-7. 3 picks in total here in the first half, but 2 for Georgia State, plus that pick 6. We start with it with David DePaul checking in as the quarterback now. Olsen has been benched, and on the first play, he's going backwards. Justin Abraham with the sack. It's a 7-yard loss. 2nd and long. More pressure coming. He tries to get outside the pocket, but he's taken down again by Jacob Reed. 3rd and forever. DePaul floats it to Williamson. He's got it 1 yard short of the line to gain. And the Bobcats are desperate. 4th and 1. They stay out there, and Strickland just gets enough to convert the 1st down. 12 yards later, Pre-snap motion. We fake it to Williamson. This is Tyson checking in the game. He gets the handoff for an 8-yard gain. Strickland back in. He'll get the carry this time and convert another first down. Houma driving. DePaul with a late throw, and it's picked off. The third interception thrown by a Bobcat quarterback in this game. That is picked off by McGee. And DePaul just took too long to read that route and too long to get rid of it. It's 1st and 10 at Georgia State, leading 23-7. Here's Freddie. Brock bounced outside, inside plus territory once again for the Panthers offense. It comes to a 3rd down. Gibson's got time. He floats it, and it's caught on the outside by Thompson to keep the drive going for Georgia State. Time running out for the Bobcats defense to keep them out of field goal range or the end zone. That pass goes for 7. Here's Brock checking in, and he completely plants Chase Freeman and runs for another first down. The amount of broken tackles these last couple of weeks has been simply crazy. Gibson caught inside the 5-yard line. It is 1st and goal. 3 yards out. His pass is caught in the end zone for another Panthers touchdown. That makes it 30-7 with a quarter and change to play. And I have seen quite enough. They take it 44-14, another blowout loss for the Bobcats, their 8th straight loss. And once again, the run defense was poor. The pass defense was worse than our last couple of games. And the defense is struggling. The offense is worse. This team has a long way to go. In the end, we pick off Gibson 2 times. One of those was a pick leading to a touchdown, but ultimately it made no real difference in this game. 7 broken tackles by Brock, 1 by his backup Beasley, and we allow, once again, more than 6.5 per carry from their starting running back. Creedle picks up 94 yards on 5 receptions, and we allow 4 more sacks in this game. We get picked off 3 more times. And our defense never got home here in this game. 0 sacks for this front 7. And despite the ground game once again being pretty solid, it is just not enough when you cannot move the ball through the air. But I do think that we have a quarterback problem, but DePaul played better than our senior quarterback, and now he is the starter the rest of the year for these last 2 games. In terms of accuracies, he's got some pretty solid throwing under pressure, and especially throwing the run. And accuracies are actually kind of better, especially deep throwing, than Olsen's are, but the IQ is definitely very questionable. And now it's time for a playbook change. Simply put, the multiple offense does not work for us. We got to go spread and just make the field wider for ourselves, run the ball more, and throw the ball shorter, and just give these guys a chance to break open routes quickly instead of waiting forever. In recruiting, we're going after Devin Frazier here. We are a top team right now for him, but also we got to beef up this defensive line. So I got to target a couple of edge players here. We got to get some run stoppers. We got to get some pass rushers too, including Akin Moladun here, who has some pretty solid power moves. We're going to offer him a scholarship and try and get him in the top 5 influence. Same goes for James Brooks, a solid run stopping guy with some good block shedding attributes. And now at receiver, these guys just are not getting open easily, so gonna go after George DeLuca and Tyrone William here, 2 3-star prospects who have yet to receive many scholarship offers. He will offer William one, as he is close to reaching his top 5, I believe, but we do reach his top 3 after a couple of moves being made, and now we're gonna fully scout him, and he actually is a gem 3-star prospect, so he probably has some pretty good development traits. Plus 87 speed is nice as a freshman, and we're going to try and send the house for him because we got to get this guy on this offense. We need playmakers to come off of the line for us once the ball is snapped. For James Brooks, we'll contact his friends and family and try and go up on his board. But that will take us into a game against the UL Monroe Warhawks, who come in with a 3-7 record. This one comes back at home at Cypress Grove Stadium. Kickoff is underway. The Warhawks will start with the football from their 25-yard line. And out comes their star quarterback, General Booty. 17 touchdowns, 4 INTs. Here we go. The Warhawks will start through the air. Booty's first pass is caught off a deflection. That was not the guy that was meant to catch that pass. On the 42, here's the handoff to Smith. He has the first down. Pre-snap motion. Booty underneath and caught. That is Tyler Griffin for a first down. A couple plays later, it's complete to Nine Davis turning upfield and boat racing the defense, and he finds the end zone. A 33-yard touchdown to open this game. Just too quick for Nako Solomon. He breaks a tackle, and the Warhawks lead off a very quick touchdown drive. Can the offense behind David DePaul get going early on here in this one? 5 yards for Spencer Strickland. Right back to him. He tries to get outside, but nothing opens up. He goes for no gain. Empty look on 3rd and 5. DePaul's first pass of the day is caught for a first down. That is Scooter Page. Back to the ground, but Strickland is going to lose 2 here. The offensive line is already showing some problems here. We set up a screen for Foreman. He turns upfield and sets up 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Good protection for DePaul, and this pass is caught again. 2 straight for Javian Foreman. Strickland with the carry. He picks up 2. Offensive line is allowing a lot of block sheds here early on the ground. 2nd and 8, facing pressure. It's complete to Scooter Page. He's got first down yardage. Keontae Tyson checks in. He'll get the carry, and he bounces this one outside, up the sideline, and shoved out of bounds at the 4. A 29-yard run to bring up 1st and goal for the Bobcats. Setting up a screen for Tyson. He's got it untouched in the end zone. And Houma, for the first time in several games, scores on their first offensive drive of the season. And this game is all tied up. Great throw against pressure and great blocks up the field. It is 7-7. On the 32, Booty's pass is caught by Tyler Griffin. He has got a first down. Bennett Galloway the back. It's faked to him, and instead it's a keeper. For Booty, he picks up 3. Empty look on 2nd down. Quick throw, hauled in by Mark Britt II. He's got the first down. Inside the Houma 30. Back to the air again. That's a gain of 8. Galloway does not get the handoff. It's another QB keeper on the read option. And Booty is tackled at the 5-yard line. UL Monroe once again setting up shop a couple yards out. Pressure comes, but it's dumped underneath for a touchdown. 2 straight for Nine Davis. And the Warhawks are back in front here at Cypress Grove Stadium. A perfect start through the air in the first 2 drives for General Booty. Had some good running as well for the Warhawks. We start on the ground, 9 yards here for Keontae Tyson. He'll stay in on 3rd and very short. We're going to trust him. He gets the first down to keep the drive alive. Delayed give, and Tyson never had a chance this time. Jalen Ware with the tackle for loss. Setting up a screen for Tyson. Outside, good block and a first down. Pretty good start here through the air for David DePaul. There's 5 more on the ground. In comes Strickland. He'll get the carry. He breaks a tackle and will convert the first down as well. Bobcats up to the Warhawk 41. Tyson back in, but the run is stuffed. Good protection underneath. It's Foreman across the 35-yard line. 2 to go here on third down. Tyson gets the handoff, but he is swallowed up after a 1-yard gain. The Bobcats offense stays out there. We give it right back to him, and he converts the first down again. So far, Tyson has been better on the ground than Spencer Strickland has, and he'll stay in on this drive. A screen for Foreman, and he gets outside, and he's going to go all the way for a touchdown. 2 straight touchdown drives for the Houma Bobcats for the first time all season long. And we are still in this game. Hoping for a defensive stop now. Tied at 14. Here's the handoff. This is the running back. Gain of 3. Hunter Smith with a short gain that time. They're going to throw it on 3rd and 5. The pass is caught, but short of the sticks. That will force a Warhawk punt. They go 3 and outs. Bobcats have a chance to take a lead, and Tyson lost the ball. It's recovered on the first play of the next drive. And UL Monroe takes over at the Bobcats' 34-yard line. Just when you thought we had a lead brewing, the Warhawks take over in plus territory. Here's Britt up the sideline inside the 10 and down at the 5. First and goal. Handoff. Bennett Galloway swallowed up by Bubba Van Claiborne. Had a big pick at our last game, but we still got blown out by 30. They go right back to the ground, and Galloway gets in untouched. They take advantage of the fumble from Tyson, and they are back in the lead here, approaching halftime. 3 and change to go here in the first half. Handoff to Strickland. He cuts it back up the middle and picks up 7. We'll stay in on 2nd down. Right back to him, same design, and he will convert. To go on 2nd down. Pressure coming, and McClawler hauls it in for a first down. DePaul so far 9 for 9 passing. On the ground, Strickland never had a chance. Just a poor block right there by DeMarcus Perkins. Brings up another 2nd and 12. Here's a screen. Strickland's got some room on the outside, and he's got the first down. A 15-yard reception. Tyson back in the game. Pass caught underneath. That is CJ Peaks. His first touch here in this one. And now going empty on 3rd down. DePaul's pass is caught on the outside. It's Demetrius Williamson. Out of bounds inside the 20. Only 1 incompletion here in the first half for David DePaul. This one's caught underneath by Foreman. We'll call timeout. Under 30 seconds left to go. Pressure coming, but DePaul gets rid of it in time. And we are inside the 10. First and goal, Houma. Time to throw. McClawler inside the 1-yard line. We burn our second timeout. There's 4 seconds left. Houma gets aggressive. And Foreman gets in the end zone once again. 3 touchdowns on 4 first-half drives by this Bobcat offense. And we respond with another big drive. This game was all tied up at halftime. 21-21. easily our best offensive performance of the entire season, save for that Iowa State game in week number 4. But the Warhawks offense has also been driving 10.2 average yards per play. The defense has got to step up here in the second half and give us a chance to win this game. We've been playing from behind for most of it. And we will start with the ball here in this third quarter. And DePaul should have gave that one to Strickland on the RPO. He's dropped for a loss of 4 by Billy Pullen. Back to throw. It is caught by McLawler. He picks up 9. It's 3rd and 5. Empty look. Screen set up. Foreman finds some room and the first down. And the drive keeps going. And the pistol on first. Hand off to Strickland. A weak side run. 5 yards. Only 2 per carry so far for him in this game. Tyson has been much better on the ground. But now it's a crack toss. Strickland makes a man miss and converts. But he lost the ball again. It's recovered, though, by teammates. Both running backs have now lost the ball here in this game. DePaul has not thrown a pick so far. That's caught for a first down by Foreman. A very busy day for him through the air. Already 8 receptions. Here's Strickland. He's got 5 more. He'll stay in on 2nd and 5. We're going to trust him on the ground. And he is tackled after a 4.5-yard gain. 3rd and short. He will get the look once again. Inside the 20-yard line. It's 1st and 10 Houma. Under 5 to play here in the third quarter. Good protection for DePaul. He's got McLawler underneath, and he's got the first down. An 11-yard pickup that time. A play later. Williamson in motion. He gets the touch pass. He's got room to run, and he finds pay dirt for another Bobcats touchdown. Houma has put together several great drives here with this new playbook. I think the spread offense is much better suited to this team, and for the first time in this one, Houma has a third quarter lead. After a 7.5-minute drive to open the second half, the Warhawks take over, and they get the first down. 2nd and 8. They fake it to Galloway, and this is caught for a first down. A 17-yard gain there. Here across midfield. On the slant, it's caught by Tyler Griffin. Another big gain of 22. They're trying to push the tempo here. First down, more play action, caught over the middle. That's Brits inside the 10. Trying to answer quickly. It's Galloway once again for a touchdown run. And this game is just back and forth the entire way. Game of the year for a reason. It's 28-28. Houma gets it back with 1:26 to go here in this third quarter. We'll hand it off on 1st and 10. Strickland trying to get outside. He sit down after a 4-yard gain. 2nd and 6. He'll get the carry once again and breaks a tackle. 5 more on the ground to bring up 3rd and short. He'll stay in. 3 straight runs to open the drive. That's a first down. To start the fourth quarter, DePaul has good protection, and McLawler hangs on and tries to fight his way for a first down, but is tackled just a couple inches shy. We'll hand it off. Strickland gets first down yardage here on his 20th carry of the game. Only 64 yards on the ground, but we're going to stick with him. But this time, he is dropped for a 1-yard loss. Poor blocking there on the outside by our tight ends. It goes to a 3rd down. DePaul facing pressure, incomplete. Just could not get it off cleanly. Hamlin with the pressure. And it's 1st and 10 for for UL Monroe from their 21. And so much time to throw. Booty down the field in double coverage, broken up by Terrell Pace. Man in motion here. He will get the touch pass. It's Britt cutting back inside. Only 3 yards that time. It's 3rd and 7. Defense trying to get off the field for Houma. A screen set up, but Coles is there on the tackle. And the Warhawks go 3 and out. A big stop by our defense. The offense comes out, 7.5 to play here in this one. Strickland gets the carry and picks up 5. Back to throw. DePaul's pass caught on the screen by Javian Foreman. A yard short of the first down. It's 3rd and 1. We'll trust the ground game once again. Strickland up to the 49-yard line as Hamlin goes down for the Warhawk defense. But it's first down. They bring pressure. It's picked up well, and Scooter Page has it underneath for a nice 8-yard reception. 25 for 28 passing to this point for David DePaul. He's been fantastic. But a flag is down here. That goes against Caden Franklin on a hold. 12 to go here on second down. More pressure coming. The pass goes incomplete for Foreman. Just had to get that pass off quickly. Now we go empty on 3rd and long. Setting up a screen. Foreman trying to find some room, but there's nothing there on his 10th catch. And Houma has to punt. Under 5 to play. Warhawks trying to jump back in front. There's a flag down here off that Britt reception, but it's going to go against the offense. They had a lineman down the field. That makes it 1st and 15 from their 13-yard line. Galloway, the carry, but nothing opens up. Nice tackle there by Chase Freeman. Pressure coming. Booty gets it away. It's caught by Nai Davis. He's been quiet here in the second half, but he does pick up 8 yards. 3rd and 7. The pass is caught underneath, and the ball is knocked loose by Freeman. Scooped up. It's Jarian Love. He gives us the ball at the 24-yard line. The defense finally forces a turnover from our opponents. The senior linebacker jarred it loose after a first down reception by Griffin. And the Bobcats are in business here. Under 3.5 to play. Strickland on the ground. He's got 5. We're just inside the red zone. Up the middle, Strickland with first down yardage. He's been busy here in this one. 25 carries here with under 2 to go now. Out of the warning, crack toss. Strickland is in the end zone. Touchdown, Houma. They lead late in this game here at home. This is their chance to break their 8-game losing streak. Their last win came in week 2. UL Monroe takes over. 1:56 on the clock. They'll start with the pass. It's nearly intercepted and should have been by Taj Coles, but he drops it. That was Booty's worst pass by far, and pressure gets there on second down. It's Chase Freeman, another big fourth quarter play. A 6-yard sack brings up 3rd and a mile. They have to throw it. Booty steps up and delivers a strike on the outside to Mark Britt. And the drive stays alive for the Warhawks. From the 46 and caught over the middle. It's Britt once again, back-to-back big plays. 4 wide on 1st and 10. Caught in traffic. 3 straight receptions by the number 1 wide receiver. 2nd and 5 over the middle. 4 straight to Mark Britt, and he's got them up to the Houma 9-yard line. Goal to go. Booty keeps it on the ground. Tackled at the 1. Tyler Griffin shaken up on the play. Empty look for Booty. Quick throw. Caught in the back of the end zone by Tristan Wiley. And just like that, the defense allows the Warhawks to tie things up with 57 seconds left to go. It's 35-35. DePaul just somehow throws a pick. What is he doing? It's a 25-yard return. And just like that, the Warhawks are back in the lead. David Gotze Jr. with the pick 6. And UL Monroe leads 42-35. Under a minute to go in regulation. DePaul's worst pass of the day comes with 40-some seconds left to play. And now we have to go the length of the field to tie things up. From our 34-yard line, pressure coming, it's picked up well and caught at CJ Peaks. Gotta keep it through the air. Pressure, gets home from behind. It's 2nd and 12. DePaul over the middle, caught by McLawler. Great catch right there in traffic as Javian Foreman checks out with hip bursitis. It's 3rd and 2. Play action and thrown away. It comes down to this. 4th and 2 from the 50. We have to convert. We fake it, and it's caught! Williamson's got green, and he's gonna score a touchdown! A 50-yard pass! The 5th of the day from DePaul! And somehow, Houma is back in this game! 11 seconds on the clock! What a throw and catch! Williamson just a step ahead of his matchup. And the Bobcats do not want to go to overtime. They stay out there for the 2-point conversion. They're 3 yards away. Crack toss out to Strickland. Poor blocking. He's not going to get in. And Houma trails by 1. 2 different teammates missed their blocks. McLawler and a lineman. And Strickland never had a chance. And the game ends 42-41. We fought tooth and nail. Blood, sweat, and tears. And we give up 42 points and fall by a single point at home. 9 straight losses. This was our best offensive game of the season, and we just could not make enough right plays in the end to come out on top. I was at a loss for words once this game was all over. That pick 6 by DePaul completely changed the game. That was easily his just biggest boneheaded play of the game, and it changed the rest of that fourth quarter. We had to force a bunch of deep throws, and we only hold Booty to 23 for 26 passing. They barely ran the ball, but we could not stop them through the air. They attacked us with their passing, and it worked. 150 for Mark Britt on 10 receptions, and the offensive line was terrible in the trenches on run plays. Easily our worst day on the ground. In total, we had only 1 sack in this game, only 1 turnover forced, and to lose a game like this is soul-crushing, gut-wrenching, whatever word you can find. That is how this loss feels. 9 straight L's for the Bobcats, with 1 game left against the Old Dominion Monarchs, who come in at 4-6. That is our last chance to get a win to close the year, to end this losing streak. We are not going to reach our coach goal of 4 wins this year, which means that several players will be at risk of transferring. And this defense, especially this defensive line, is just way too inconsistent. We cannot stop the run. We cannot get home. We cannot get pressure on quarterbacks. And right now it's costing us. The secondary as well is also horrible. The entire defense, the entire team is really bad. But the defense, especially these last 5-6 weeks, has really cost us in these games. And we have to make some kind of a change. We're going to move to a 3-3-5 tight defense because the 4-2-5 is not working for this team. We're going to try and plug up the middle and force runs outside. That is the goal with this new playbook to close the year. We'll see what it looks like here in our last game next time around, guys. But that is how this episode ends. We have 1 game left, and we are 2-9 on the year. That is it for me, guys. Please like the video, subscribe, leave your feedback down below. I will see you guys next time. Have a great day.